Did you know that some of football's legends never actually achieved the one thing that truly solidifies their status as the best in the world? I am talking about the Ballon d'Or, an annual football award widely regarded as the sport's most prestigious for an individual. Imagine winning 3 World Cups as captain and never receiving the Ballon d'Or. This already names our first player on the list, Pelé. And there's other iconic players who never got their hands on this iconic trophy, some of which we'll look at later in this video, and you will be shocked. The unfortunate truth about these players is that even though they had incredible careers, stats and performances, they still couldn't change their fate when it came to securing every player's prized possession. So today, we're going to reveal a hidden chapter in football's history, one filled with exceptional players who, despite their brilliance, were overlooked when it came to the Ballon d'Or. And let me tell you, this isn't just another video where we throw stats and figures your way. We're going deep into the stories behind these players, exploring the highs, the lows, and the moments that made them legends. On top of that, by the time we wrap up, you'll not only know why these players deserve that golden Ballon d'Or trophy, but also have a newfound respect for their dedication to the game. Let us know if you agree with the list. We'll break down the records, rewind to unforgettable moments, and set the stage for the times when these legends grace the pitch. And here's the cherry on top. In our lineup, you'll find players who are more than just athletes. They were inspirations. They ruled the football world on club and international stages, and their contributions were legendary. Yet, despite the world at their feet, that block of gold remained out of their reach. So stick around if you're curious about these legends and how they missed out on the Ballon d'Or. Coming up first, the story of Paolo Maldini, a name renowned for defensive brilliance. So remarkable in fact that he earned an astounding 13 Ballon d'Or nominations. Yet he only made the podium twice, in '94 and 2003, making his case one of the most unbelievable in the award's history. With a career that reads like a football fairy tale, Maldini's influence was undeniable. His achievements include 7 Scudetti, 5 Champions League titles, and numerous other honours. Maldini was Italy's finest, with 126 appearances for the Azzurri. Yet, despite these accolades, more was needed. But here's the big question. What stops a player of Maldini's stature and accomplishments from winning the Ballon d'Or? Well, we could say the answer lies in the game, which often prioritises goal scorers over defenders. Since the inception of the Ballon d'Or in 1956, defenders have been consistently overlooked, with exceptions like Franz Beckenbauer in 1972 and Fabio Cannavaro in 2006. In fact, Maldini himself finished third twice, those podiums in '94 and 2003, after lifting the European Cup. This pattern, however, left defenders underappreciated despite their crucial role in the game. Before we go to the next legend, if you're already enjoying this fascinating journey through football history, please like, subscribe, but most importantly, stay until the end as we've got another video lined up for you. And you know what? I know you are going to absolutely love it. Right, next up in our list is one of the greatest midfielders ever to grace a football pitch. His name, Andrés Iniesta. Iniesta is a product of Barcelona's famous youth academy, La Masia, and he spent 16 seasons with the club, winning 30 major trophies. Fast forward to 2009 and 2015, when Barcelona did something remarkable. They won La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and the UEFA Champions League in a single season, and Iniesta was at the heart of those teams, pulling strings in midfield. Those were the highs, the moments every footballer dreams of. But here's the twist. Despite all these incredible achievements, Iniesta never got his hands on the Ballon d'Or. At this point, you might wonder why. Well, 2 legends got in the way. In 2010, he finished second, just behind his Barcelona teammate, Lionel Messi. Then in 2012, he was again on the podium, but Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo were ahead of him this time. In short, Iniesta's Ballon d'Or dreams were overshadowed by Messi and Ronaldo, 2 of the greatest players the world has ever seen. And so playing in the same era as these 2 titans made it nearly impossible for Iniesta to claim the Ballon d'Or. Regardless, we can never overshadow his legacy and will forever consider Iniesta one of the greatest of all time. Now, we understand that people perceive the word GOAT differently. To some, when you say GOAT, you mean Ronaldo. To others, they'd scream Messi. But the point is, when there's a conversation about the greatest of all time, you cannot but mention the Brazilian legend, Edson Arantes do Nascimento, better known as Pelé. This is the guy that won the World Cup not once, not twice, but 3 times in 58, 62 and 70. In fact, he's got a Guinness World Record with 1,279 goals in 1,363 games. And yes, that includes friendlies. Even FIFA called him the greatest. Now, you don't need to be told that a player of that caliber should have a bunch of Ballon d'Or trophies sitting on his shelf. Messi's now got 8 and Ronaldo's got 5. But here's the kicker. Pelé never won a single Ballon d'Or. It is crazy. So why on earth did this football icon, the true GOAT, never laid his hands on the Ballon d'Or? Well, that all started in 1956. You see, the Ballon d'Or is the creme de la creme of individual football awards. It's been a part of football history since the mid-1950s and was established by France Football magazine. But here's the twist. It was more of a European Footballer of the Year award in those early days, or at least that's how the media often referred to it. And get this, until 1995, only European players had a shot at claiming that golden ball. It was a strict Europeans-only club, and non-European players like Pelé and Maradona, the standout stars of their era, were left on the sidelines with no chance to grab the prize. However, things changed, and from 2007, non-European players playing for European clubs could win the Ballon d'Or. And thankfully, George Weah from Liberia was the first to break that barrier whilst playing for AC Milan. After that, Brazilian stars like Ronaldo, Rivaldo and Ronaldinho got their hands on it. But you see, all of this happened way too late for Pelé. By the time they opened it up to players from any country in 2007, he was already sipping on his honorary FIFA Ballon d'Or Prix d'Honneur for his massive contribution to world soccer. On top of that, in 2015, France Football looked back and said Pelé would have won the Ballon d'Or 7 times during his career if he'd been eligible. And that right there would put him just 1 behind Lionel Messi. So that's the story of Pelé, the guy who many call the greatest with all his World Cups and records, but sadly never got to hold that golden ball. But hey, at least he's still the king in the hearts of many, and his legacy in the game is unmatched. However, this story will not be complete if we don't talk about another La Masia graduate, who also happens to be the current manager of Barcelona, Xavier Hernandez Cruz, or better known as Xavi. During his remarkable 17-year tour with Barcelona, Xavi won 25 major trophies, including 8 La Liga titles and 4 UEFA Champions League trophies. And you know what's even more incredible? He was a crucial part of those historic Barcelona teams that clinched 2 trebles, and that's no small feat. And it wasn't just at club level where Xavi shone. He made 133 appearances for the Spanish national team, helping them win none other than the 2010 FIFA World Cup, along with 2 UEFA European Championships. Now, with all this success, surely he should have a Ballon d'Or sitting on his shelf. But no, Xavi never won the Ballon d'Or. He came pretty close though. He finished 3rd in the Ballon d'Or rankings, not once, not twice, but 3 times. In 2009, 2010 and 2011, 3 on the trot. The midfield duo of Xavi and the aforementioned Iniesta was pretty much untouchable. They dominated the UEFA Champions League and La Liga, which for anyone who witnessed it was a joy to watch. Of course, they were also together for that FIFA World Cup 2010 win. You'd think a Ballon d'Or would be a given after all that, but sadly, it always seemed to be just 1 or 2 steps out of reach. Despite being one of the best midfielders in the world ever and helping his teams win everything, Xavi would never touch the Ballon d'Or. So there you have it guys, the incredible stories of these football legends who never got their hands on the Ballon d'Or despite their outstanding careers, stats and performances. Now, here's a question for you. Do you think these players deserve the Ballon d'Or at some point? Who, why, and how many should they have got? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take. And finally, as we said earlier, do hang on and watch our next video, as we're sure you'll agree this is going to be the channel for you. We are committed to raising the bar every week, and we can't wait to share more untold football stories with you. To help us do that, like, subscribe, and let's keep pushing forward together. Cheers!